Chris representing Jamaica here in Frankfurt, Germany. So guys, for today's video I'm gonna share with you all my childhood back home in Jamaica, right? I'm gonna try and be a good of a storyteller like my mom. You know, my mom, she's the OG storyteller. She already shared her childhood on this channel a few months ago. I'm gonna link it up here, and you can go and check her out. Let me know if I'm a good storyteller like her or not. So I don't know if I can fill in her shoes or follow in her footsteps, but we'll see. So guys, where did it all begin? I was born in Montego Bay, Jamaica, in the Fairfield Hospital, I think it's called. That was in 1996. I was born February the 8th, guys, 1996. And I even know the day. I was born on a Thursday. I don't know anything past that. Anyways, so of course I don't remember like the first 2-3 years of my life. I don't remember that. Do you guys remember that? Anyway, so what happened after that? So I guess my mom had me, or my parents had me, and then life got tough in Jamaica, and my dad said nothing now go on here in Jamaica. So my mom came back to Germany. She was pregnant at the time with my younger sister, and she came to Germany to have my sister, I guess, and to kind of get herself together and prepare for this baby. So we came to Germany, I guess, when I was 3 or 4. Should really have asked that question, you know, when it was. It was around there, 3 or 4. I was here until 5. It was around there, 3 or 4. I was here until 5 or 6. Yeah, no, probably more like 6 or 7. Anyways, guys, so let me get into the story. So we came here to Germany. My mom was pregnant, and my first memories of back then living here in Germany is that I had this little neighbor's kid. He lived downstairs, we lived like upstairs, and we were living in a really small town in Germany, so it was no apartments. That was more like a house with a big backyard, and we were living on the top, and that family was living underneath. And it was a Turkish family, guys. And there was this boy, he was my age, and he would come and knock on the door and be like, "Krista, you want to play?" And back then I had this afro, and I was like, "Yeah, sure, I want to play." And we'd go out and we'd play in the garden. And you know, in your childhood, how everything looks so much bigger. We went back to that place a few years ago before we did YouTube, and it's actually not as big as I have in my memories. And even the town, everything was so close to each other, but in my memories even the town seemed big, everything. Anyways, so there's that memory of that neighbor's boy. And I have a little bit of memory because I did like kindergarten here in Germany. I have a little memory of going to kindergarten. They had like all these fancy toys, like the play kitchen and all the dolls you could ever want. And I don't know, I remember kindergarten being fun, and we had this thing where we could knit, learn how to knit, and have some small memories of that. And I actually remember some other things about the first grade, but before I get into that, I am going to share the story of how my sister got here, you know. So in between all the schooling, she got here. My mom was, I think, 3 months pregnant when she got here. So, you know, when my sister was born now, she left me with the downstairs neighbors. And I remember her, I think when she gave birth, I went to see her, and that was the only time I went, and then we came back all together. Like, she wanted to be discharged really early, which doctors didn't recommend. So when my mom saw me now, I remember my mom being mad at the neighbors or whatever, because she was saying like they didn't take good care of me, like I was in the same clothes, or at least it looked like that. So I don't know. Anyways, so I remember I was coming back, and we went down to the neighbors, and we introduced Sarah in her little, what do you call that thing, car seat. And it was so small, and she had like dark hair and it was so straight and it was a lot of hair. And it was so cool. You know, it was such a cool little memory of meeting Sarah for the first time. So guys, I now have an audience. My family has joined. Today is Sarah's last day here.
Hello, it's Englishman.
So I guess this is us bonding while working. And I have never filmed with an audience. I remember back in the day I would send mommy out because I cannot do it. So don't look at me too tough, people. So anyways, where was I? So Sarah came home in her little car seat and was looking all cute, and you know, kids thinking, oh baby, and we can play with her, and you know. How was I, mommy? Was I like that? Want to hug her up like me dolly?
Yeah.
Was I one of them?
That's a nice big sister.
That's good. That's good. Because I'm going to tell you a little story where I was a questionable big sister. Yeah. So, first of all, before we get to that part, I remember going grocery shopping as a kid. Guys, I was like what, 4 or 5, and the supermarket was not far. Like I said, I've been there in real life. Everything is very close in real life. Like as an adult, as a kid, it didn't seem so far, but also not so close like when you're older. And mommy sent me go shopping, and I put everything in that cart like what we would usually get. Mommy probably sent me for 3 things. I am there shopping like it's regular shopping with mommy, and I put in 120 things in the basket, and then I make it to the cashier and the money was not enough. And I guess the money was not enough, and I don't know, I think the cashier told mommy next time around like what her daughter was up to in the streets. And yeah, that was a shopping story. Then one at a time now, back to Sarah. Is now she was a little bit older. Mommy I go one doctor appointment, just not so far, right? Cause you leave we alone, but you say you're gonna you soon come back, right? And you say only if Sarah cries I should come and bring her. So somehow I knew where this appointment was. So anyway, so now I am so nosy and I want to go. And I want to see what's gonna happen. So I'm like, Sarah's not crying. Sarah's being too good. So I start pinching Sarah for Sarah to cry. And then I put up Sarah in her little pram. And I was like over the streets, left and right, and over the Sevenstraßen. Like, I don't know if I could see over that thing, you know. And yeah, we went to the doctor's office. What did you think, Mom? You remember that day?
I remember many times you take up to see other kids, so you play for that all?
I don't remember that.
We all go together.
The playground.
I talk about Germany now.
Yeah, but to the playground?
Der war nicht so weit weg.
You see? Some things I not remember like mommy, you know. I only remember the garden in the front of the house.
The big boy.
I only remember the garden in front of the house where we used to play. Okay, so I guess I used to bring Sarah to the park. You see, guys? Good big sister. Anyways, so there's also some other memories I remember in Germany. I remember cooking, guys, at such a young age. I asked mommy even earlier, like, how was this food? Because in my memory, it was bomb. I made fried potato and an egg. And I'm like, I'm cooking at such a young age. Is it that it's just in my memory that the food was good, or was it real? Mommy said the food was good and she don't remember it tasting like eggshells or something. I say, I really started cooking at around 5 or so. That's crazy.
Start early.
I start very early. So there was that memory.
How about when you wash the dishes?
I mean, mommy told me now that story about washing dishes, and I don't remember washing no dishes. So me sell out the place and make a mess. I don't remember, I don't recall. That's not a part of my childhood.
Home for me, it was everywhere. The dishwashing liquid. You use so much, you must have used the whole bottle.
Oh God, I don't remember that at all. So it never happened. Oh guys, then Sarah, baby, in the house, you know those walkers that the babies walk with, learn to walk with? Crystal, big sister, no! So I had to learn to walk, I guess, again in that thing with my big self. And because my legs were too long, you know what I decided to do? I put my leg like this inside of the walker, like down in the hole. Two of them, I'm stuck. I
don't remember that one.
I remember that one, guys. I remember it like yesterday. I was stuck there for a good while. I think my dad was there. So my dad, he came to visit halfway through the trip, mommy said. And while she was born to meet Sarah, I guess. And I think he was there to also pull me onto that thing, the tunnel. Then I have a memory where in Germany I almost died because I choked on this big chewing gum. You know those chewing gum? These big round chewing gums that you get out of the automat. What you call that thing in English? It's like a vending machine. So where you put a coin and you spin it and the chewing gum come out and I bring it all the way home, thank God. And when I reach home, I just go gloops and it go on my throat. It went on my throat, guys. And I almost died and mommy almost fainted. Mommy hold me so. Mommy lift me upside down. Mommy shake me. Mommy do this. Mommy do that. I was starting to turn blue. I was starting to turn purple. I was starting to turn blue. Mommy hold me upside down. I saw my little light flash before my eyes. And I think mommy said, try and take it out.
But in a moment like that, you don't even have time to call an ambulance or anything. You want to wait until they reach us or you would have dead.
So anyways, I said, let me try and take mommy. You tell me if I use my finger, so I use my finger. And somehow I managed to roll it out of my mouth.
So it's not come out when we hold you upside down?
No, it was my finger that did it somehow.
Yeah.
And even logically that don't sound like it worked, but it works somehow. Then the house that we were living in, there was a shop in the front with tomatoes and like market stuff, vegetables. I remember one time I was under the man's stall and I took a tomato and I ran away with this tomato. Lord God, am I admitting to criminal activities on this channel? Anyway, so that happened as a child. Then to school days, first grade. I did first grade here in Germany. Mom said I finished the whole of first grade because I'm like trying to figure out the timelines. But she said I finished the first grade here, and usually I say that too when I'm talking to people. And one good memory about first grade here in Germany was that you have the Schultüte, and there's a lot of goodies in there and a lot of chocolate and toys, and then you're just there posing with your two front teeth gone because you know first grade is like two teeth and gone, and I have those pictures somewhere. Yeah, Sarah had the yardy first grade. Yeah. It's also a privilege, you know.
You showed us around the whole school.
You have to share that story, the girl. You're first grade.
How was your first day?
I can't remember the details, but I usually tell me about it the other day.
Oh yes, may I get to that? May I get to that, guys?
I don't know what are you...
I'm gonna get to that. Okay, if I don't share talk. I was thinking even shortly about basic school too. For you.
Yes.
You don't remember basic school?
Yeah, but I don't remember the first day.
Yeah. I mean, I don't remember much about.
You bring me?
I don't remember much about kindergarten either.
But after that, I walk every time.
So guys, I'm so sorry. But like, I feel like my memories are just popping in there. It's not so chronological. Because, I don't know. Just based on what I can remember. I also remember back to when my dad was in Germany with us. We went out. We also have pictures of this. So maybe that's why I remember some of it. Like snow pictures of us wrapped up in these big old snow suits, like it would have pushed down my hill where to go because we were just so and went out play make snowman. And what else? I remember even in summertime there's this beautiful park that we would go with chickens. Mommy would bring bread and feed the chickens there, and when we went there the last time we walked there again and the chickens were still there, right? And it's still such a beautiful park now, but of course everything is way smaller than in memories. What else about that place? Trying to see if I remember much more. I remember us going sandal shopping. So random. I remember us going for sandals for Sarah, for me. What else did we do here in Germany? Okay guys, so then now it was time to go back to Jamaica after I finished the first grade. And funny enough, you know guys, when we made it to Jamaican airport and I saw my dad there like in distance, and I remember like running towards him, but I do not like remember feeling like this is my dad. I just remember like it was familiar face, but I don't remember him like, oh my dad, like the whole time I was there like he's familiar, but who are you?
That makes sense.
Like I don't know, it's so weird like that. That connection wasn't there. I think at that point we were probably like a year apart or so, mommy. Year or more?
I think maybe more, but not more than 1.5.
1.5 years maybe.
Maybe.
At that time I was like 6 to 7. Yeah, so it's crazy, it's crazy. That was my little first impression. I think we went to some fast food place, probably Burger King, and then we went up a yard.
Maybe more like McDonald's or anything.
But McDonald's
there on the way home.
Okay, then McDonald's.
Used to be.
Okay.
Yeah, I am sure.
Then maybe we went to McDonald's, and after that, guys, guess what? I started going to school in Jamaica, and I started to throw away the little German that I learned. I was speaking actually good German. I learned the language fast, going to the kindergarten, the first grade, but being that my dad didn't speak good German, I went straight back into the English, straight back into the patois, and slowly, I guess that was the start of me forgetting German. I went to the second grade at the Mount Zion Primary School or all-age school or something. That was before my other primary school was built, which was Success Primary School, which I went a year later.
John Rollins here now.
Yeah, it's called now John Rollins Success Primary School. So I did the second grade at Mount Zion, and I remember them trying to put me in the first because they weren't sure, like, you know. But then the first day they're like, no, she's good, she can go into the second grade. I was like, yes, I did learn something in the Dutchland. Yeah, so that was that. Even I have really cool memories of Mount Zion. That was such a cool small little school, not many kids there, one building, different classes, and we had so many ring games around lunchtime where we would play like all kind of things. People are go around in a circle, and that was a fun little cute little school, really.
Beautiful area.
Yes, big tree.
Nice view down
It
the
was,
ocean.
yes, that place was really beautiful.
Can you have view from here?
Yeah, it was in the hills and just small and intimate and cute. And I remember even they used to cook lunch, and everybody would get their lunch in a little plate, and they shared all the plates there, and you would just, I think when you reach at the front you pick one. So guys, the battery died, and Sarah was just saying to me that, oh, you had a father figure driving you to school, because then we established that, you know, the school was way up on the hill. And she said, how did you get home? Like, you know, my dad, he was a taxi driver ever since way back when. So I guess she was like, oh, he took you to school, lucky you. I know what God, she will forever hate me for certain things, guys.
I don't
Poor
hate you. I'm happy for you. You got to experience that. That's nice. Lovely.
Lovely. Lovely. You know, for that you experience other good things that I didn't experience, yeah. Anyways, so let's continue. Actually, this is now the end of part 1. We're gonna continue the second video now from primary school 3rd grade onwards. There things get a little bit more turbulent, which you probably can already suspect from what we just said. Anyway, so stay tuned for part 2 of my childhood. Please like, share, subscribe, comment down below the code word Mount Zion. So that is if you've been listening from the very beginning till now. Yes, guys, and we are on the road to 5,000 subscribers. Please subscribe. Peace. Peace.